President Yoweri
Kwania.
People of Kwania,
the second vice chairperson of the NRM,
and Ogun Campain and Uganda,
the vice chairperson of Northern Uganda,
and Ogun Campain and Pituma Uganda,
the vice chairperson of Western,
and Ogun Campain Western Uganda,
Secretary General of the NRM,
and the party NRM, the Uganda Loro.
all the state members,
Yo Dushua maybe meeting a member of Parliament and Majena Moloni Sek.
all the other leaders,
Hotel Awalo, Mametikan,
the religious leaders,
Hotel Awabe Kanisha,
the cultural leaders,
Hotel Awabe Takwaro,
the wananchi of Kwania,
Luanglo Ndongawajel,
and all the people who are listening.
Karajen Georgia Winawalo, Miura,
Let them adjust this matter. We are here
1, 2, 3, Urukan,
to remind you about the story of the NRM.
Maybe you know you are from Jamaica, and Lemutu.
Wait until I finish. The story of the NRM with Uganda and Africa. I am lucky that I have been involved with that story for the last 65 years. We started in 1960. At that time, we were in the old political parties. Some of us were in PDP, others in UPC, others in Kwania. We were youth leaders. The problem with those parties is that they were sectarian. Wait for the sentence to conclude what you want. Those parties, unfortunately, were sectarian. Some were based on tribes like Kwania. Others were based on religion, like UPC and DP. And that's how Uganda got into chaos. That sectarianism undermined the politics and eventually it undermined security and stability. You saw the danger. By 1965, we started organizing a new approach. This is what we call the principles of the NRM.
kamera rem chuye inangwen.
The principle of patriotism.
Mea jel ubero maro logo.
Love Uganda.
Maro Uganda.
Because you need it for your own good.
Maro no tipi mere na boli yingiran.
Pan-Africanism.
Maro loba jajol.
Love Africa.
Maro Africa loro.
Why don't you need it for your own good?
Mandushu ubero gina mekelo note.
Social economic transformation.
Kara jenge de yelle taho. Mejo yajan akajo te wore lono.
The modern way of life.
Iyora mer meko amer metar man.
And democracy.
Kara jenge de loja no.
So in these 65 years,
We must be around pyramid we are built to come again.
you find that you can identify 9 points, among 10 points.
Ibiru no ni tijam me pingi te kamera ungi yamenen kinarama bomwen.
That United has contributed to Uganda and Africa.
Eto gina perete wati mena ne mukero gina duom uti pi Uganda kele bilo majajol tushu.
When I was in Igorata, I went through these roads.
Ikara me atia monata kwa yumi kara chete de dokoro ana chado jamia bomwen ni dushu bangi.
Our team would put the lawsuit there on the radio.
Eka da utumi yo jamia bomwen no matwa unbe radio tapapa tametie.
Over here, I will talk on the sea of those 9.
Ento kantin ana kopka ikom jamia dek ikoma bomwen ame abere kobucha.
The first one is Bush.
Mena majel ubedu peace.
We have been able to build peace in Uganda.
Wanu yele meke lokuj ilobo me Uganda.
Because of the other principles of unity.
Naa bagajel menote au yele menoto wanu me Uganda.
Because of unity, we have been able to bring the politics together.
Ibe notamela mena na mkelo uti utugu bibie mekara jel kelemana.
That's why the chairman said that last time we won here by 67%.
Enki dumio jia mero komukami kwirukano wanu mo pasenti ya ramu pira biche ya mero.
This was never the case in the past.
Godo gina mechia mero komuni rekwiti mere mendu mupira biche ya tuan maju borwa kana.
All the political party having support in the whole country.
Mendu mo pati wana jela lo ameti kere tuan ikopyukana lolo unote kame petwere.
And secondly, it has been able to bring peace because the army is strong and national.
Bangi namaryo ubeno bangi mekuch kame Uganda utie ugere mene na rem ijado analogi kuch tika nuduch ibe imoni kame tika kanda kame
The army is not tribal.
monya wanu tikere beungi ukomeno kere kometa here
It is not of one religion.
bena ubeno monya dina chemkenen.
That's why you see when we are recruiting, we go to every district, and every district has got a quota of people to bring into the recruitment.
Engi numeo county ya joyo mon district na chela numeo kiatana me wetjo me mero jo unpe upoho na bela rorom.
And that's what your chairman said.
Engi na mechia men wada ukobokane nino.
That there is huge now.
Eno moho borwa di kuch lote majukana.
And that's why refugees are coming from all over the world. We have got 1.9 million refugees now.
Kinumeo le ayera ya eno bapa me bilume Uganda ilino in Uganda tikere kuch na wengi na million na pala.
Ugandans used to be refugees, but now we are receiving refugees.
One job in Uganda and Mokimogo, one day who made on the Ayera, and the child of copy, one who made a Megoho, or the Ayera.
So this is the first point.
Manu made a cop number 10 on the Piratek, man at Hamilton.
Huge.
Good.
The second one
Men of Mario,
is Lango.
who made a dog on Lobo.
This is two sides.
Dog on Lobo, the
Economic infrastructure like roads, electricity, telephones, pipe water, that is what we call economic infrastructure. You can transit infrastructure as foundation.
Opagilere, he copy come yo, copy come match, copy come be Bible. Manu be the Jamia me, Roni, Pagi, Medalo.
That is economic infrastructure.
Manu no, Pagi, Medalo.
And there is also social infrastructure.
Ento, tiene pere, ame wanda unero, ame makudamu kwa kati.
Like the schools.
Ame ajeni ye, ubero kome shukule, ubero ponyere.
And the health centers.
Kara jen kere dana tale.
So when you go to the economic infrastructure,
Kara neno, ipagi mena majeta na yo, bi kaja.
the people of Lango, the people of Apache are now the best witnesses of this Lango.
Jome apart, jome adugu, jome Kwania. Kindo mumo jaden, ikome yo, ikome jukula, wako makita mberja. Tina na mulkani bena.
You have seen the electricity coming.
Ine no mulumat, ya metepiru, mubere, ya kina pacho.
You have seen now the Taman Road.
Ine no mululam, ya meteja, mutia gere jumbe pacho.
You have seen the telephones.
Ine no mulu kope komchime, mubere, ya kina pa.
In 1986, there were almost 23,000 telephones in Uganda.
Ima pia boru ya bishel, unuchime, tika tutumia pia leo ya boru.
We now have 28 million telephone lines.
Adwa logi utika the line nema million pia leo ya boru.
So this is the economic infrastructure.
Malu beru bagi nama jen, ame walu kujang berja.
On the social infrastructure,
Ilai me angurwa,
I can see in the schools, there are 29 government primary schools in Kwania.
utike tukule tero wabomen.
29.
Cukup jawab boleh kau ni biar boleh nak
So, 29 parishes are good primary schools.
Bani saya sama biar wabomen tukule doktiye.
Now, in the next term, if you vote for us, we shall ensure that the other 20 also get primary schools, each government primary schools.
Kau wawulu cuak kita bolumi, kakak nama orang, jabat sama orang jah, kita mau biru berapa tukule, okey ye.
There are 7 government secondary schools.
Utike ni tukule mesinya Kwania kan kita biru.
And Kwania has got 11 sub-counties.
Kwania utike ni sub-county sarama paru ya jel.
So 6 of them have at least one secondary school.
Abisel ni akina ki koro utike ni tukule sini ye ajeloro.
In the coming term, we shall construct secondary schools in the remaining 5 sub-counties.
Oh, mahami jadi cuma malu beriak dalam kami wawulu cuak, ubin
In the health sector, there are, let me see, there are 11 sub-counties with health center 3. The ones without are only 2. That's what they are saying here. So the plan is to have new health facilities or upgrading the existing health center 2s, 3s, with the sub-counties without. There is, for instance, Inomo. There, the plan is to upgrade Animoral Health Center 2 to Health Center 3. Miami, we are going to subtract Health Center 3. Now, there is Kwania North Aduk Health Center 4, with 3 doctors. But there is no health center 4 in Kwania County. So we are going to build one in county. There is Nabieso. I think that's the one they are talking about. And there is no ambulance. You shall provide the ambulance. This whole document is about for water, for what, but it's a wrong one. Now I heard your chairman, although he's visually impaired, he sees more than the ones with the eyes. He made a very good point. Which I have told many people that were not listening. The 1.3 billion shillings we are sending to the districts for the Maram roads is not for crossing swamps and making new roads. It is just to maintain the existing Maram roads. When it comes to crossing a new swamp, get new money. Don't try to use that because it will all disappear in one swamp and you will not be able to do the other roads. So my staff should remind me to write a directive not scatter the money from the roads on new roads or swamps. That must be done with new money. So I have heard his point. We shall see, send the people of local government see these swamps, see how we can cross them with new plans, but not using the 1.3 billion.
President Yoweri
But with the long logo, up to now, we have been using scarce resources and trying to prioritize them.
How do we comment on logo? One of the permission to menu peroma and tomato tempo jam maybe tag Burujeno Pomot.
But it seems Uganda is always with NRM.
And we are young and we didn't tell Baba, Mano and I attack to
When we came into the government, there was a rumor about petroleum in Uganda. The British had tried to get the oil from 1920 to 1956 and they had failed. When I came, and the reason they were looking for the oil is that there were signs on the surface of the soil that there was oil in some parts of the land. Even Karamoja, there is some signs. For instance, in Bunyoro, there's a place called Chimiro. Chimiro is a Bantu word, meaning where things are boiling, like water boiling. You can see oil on the surface. And the British saw it. And they came and died there. But the petroleum there. So they wrote, they said yes, the petroleum was there, but it evaporated because of the volcanoes in Goma, in Congo. They didn't know it was Uganda keeping the oil for NRM. So when we came, I got the report. Some British wanted to come and make a contract. I said, no, I cannot make a contract with you. The company called Shell BP, Shell BP. I wanted to make a contract. When I inquired to the Ministry of Minerals, nobody knew anything about petroleum. They brought me somebody whom they said was an expert on petroleum. When I met him, he was from Ghana, West Africa. He was not a scientist, he was an economist who was handling import of petroleum products in Uganda. That's how he became an expert. So I questioned maybe I said I cannot sign an agreement with you because there is nobody on my side who knows anything about petroleum. So I called the person who was in charge of the ministry, Changamacho, and a woman called Appeal from Peso. I said, you look for people, young people who have done chemistry, geology, they go to study petroleum studies. And they were selected. Went to Uganda. Masters in petroleum studies. When they came back, they are the ones who discovered the petroleum. The British had directed underground from the Chigaro, the Asimazi. But the petroleum was away. It was coming underground and surfacing here, but it was in another area. So we found oil for you people. And it will start from the next year. So now things will be easier to do Dongolobo because we shall have this money, additional money from oil. But the third word I want to talk about, I can see the rain coming. In the confusion some people have. They talk so much about Dongolobo, Tamak Road, this Dongolobo. Now, there is Tamak Road here. Are you going to sleep with the Tamak Road in the night? You don't have to go back to your houses. That's where you will sleep. And when you go back, you will find the child which you left in the morning waiting for you. And the child will say, we are still here. You left us in the morning, but I wanted to show you the petroleum. Let's show the petroleum. That's there. That is one of the wells. Right there, you can see the culvert. That's blue.
in the blue room,
then this is on the shore. Swallowing the words. So, with this we shall be able to do quickly. Like our people in Aroi, Apara, Adwari, even my own village, Barigi, who are still suffering in that manner, we shall be able to do it quickly. So, but still, the issue of China. That's why the area tells you about Lonyo. Because when they speak in English, they confuse you. Government. Yes, government, which one? Does it include Lonyo? Some of the people are the businesses of medicine. Let me show you some of the medicine we carry.
My name is John. I'm the team leader of Kwania Farm. Right here in Kwania District, Achi Paris, Trianga Village. We started this farm way back in 2016 with a family land, which is about 100 acres, but now we have expanded to a total of 400 acres. The money that we are using for expanding is not strictly coming from this. I do construction work where I generate my money, and 80% of the money that I save in construction, I bring and inject in the farm. We have goats. Goats are about 530, and cows we are having about 300. Sheep we are having about 280. So with this much kind of land, we are yet ready to do a lot of agro-business. So in beef farming, we are selling live animals. Like for the last 2-3 years, we have been investing so much in expanding the farm. But last year is the year that we experienced a fairly income to the farm. We managed to sell 90 cows.
Okero is not in Europe, is not in Asia, is not in America. Okero Tikan. And he's telling you that he's earning a profit of 280 million after deducting the cost. Now you may say that Okero is educated, is an engineer, he has got the business, he's happy, he has got money. There are educate people who don't do what the colony is doing. But I will show other people who started from here. Let us see appeal over here. When she got the 1 million, she didn't even have her own land. She hired 3 acres and then planted maize. And harvested for 5 hours. Sold 40. Somebody was in the house, maybe now has 2.8. She put aside 1 million for more crop. And 1.4 million she bought sheep. Which you saw there. And then she paid school fees. Let us see those are calling. These are my co-teachers who, when I visited, I captured their story, so they helped me to educate. But when she got the 1 million, she bought 4 pigs and a goat, a goat. And this was in 2023, 2 years ago. When I visited her initially when I was 20, she already had 6 goats and had very many pigs only for use alone. And she has now got even a young, a bull. So, don't say Okero is rich, he has got a salary. Here you've got Appeal, you've got Akoi. These are just the ones I listed here. Their stories are the same as the stories of other people in the whole of Uganda, which I listed in my PM tours. So the message of the NRM from the 1960s is not use people for politics, vote for me. It is to show you how to transform your life. Transform your lives. So as to go from poverty. Now, we are going to take your money now. Coming each year. In 5 years, in one parish, we will be having 500 new money. Now, in the third year, the ones who got first will start paying back to the circle, to the circle, they are not to government. So the one in Kwania, 100 will pay back. And how will they pay it back? You go to 1 million. Like a coin, like a pillow, they go to 1 million, 1 million. After 2 years, you pay back 1,125,000. If it was money from money lenders, 1 million in 1 year, you will pay about 5 million plus, I think, 480,000. But in the coming term, I want to add another 15 million for the leaders, in the local area. So the money, because up to now, the leaders are not allowed to compete with the Wananchi on the 100 million. So the local leaders need their own trough where to drink without competing with the Wananchi. Then we shall have a new fund for the fishermen. Your chairman was talking about the fishermen. The fishermen cannot benefit from the PDM because 1 million is not enough for fisheries. We shall create their own fund.
In
the fishing communities. We're also going to start a fund for university graduates. If you are a university graduate and you have not got a job for 2 years, you should benefit from that fund. We shall also start funds for the religious leaders, the reverends, the sheikhs, in their dioceses. And the sheikhs. Now, this is not for the ordinary Wananchi. Wananchi ours is the parish. It is just for the leaders. And it may not be annual like the one of the parish. It may get like one-time contribution and they can own on their own. So, all categories, the borders, the tax groups, the ghetto groups, What we want with wealth creation, we don't want spectators. With football, with athletics, you have sports people and spectators who come to watch. With wealth creation, everybody must be a player. We don't want spectators. What do you call spectators?
Oh, Uneno.
No, we don't want Unenos. Everybody must be what you call a player. Huh? We need to connect Unenos. Now, finally, because the rain, Rubanga has brought court. Finally, with northern Uganda, we are going to launch. We tried to launch the stocking because of the war which was here. We tried to launch the stocking some years ago. Then some people brought court case. Then we got diverted to what they were calling compensation. Then compensation was having problems. There are a lot of poor mistake. Now, recently, I called some leaders, and I said, you people, why can't we have a democratic formula of dealing with the restocking?
And
So I proposed, as a suggestion, I said, suppose we give 5 cows to each homestead. So when I brought some small people really wanted, but the majority supported it. I have already got response from Teso and Lango by the leaders, and I'm now instructing the government to plan for it, because it's a big project.
And I will tell you, the Aragamo report, Amelia Teso, Kerelango, Comento, I don't know you better get a document of men, Kitamino Jaco, at Munio, Niman to the project at big, Amemiro, one child.
So, therefore, the story of the NRM with Uganda, with Africa, is a long one. In the manifesto, we captured points at below, 7 points from 1986 to now. We did not go back to the other one of the 60s. So it is all this is in the manifesto. These are some of the few points. And I have come here with the delegation of the NLM leaders, the Vice Chairperson, Secretary General, State members, to appeal to you to pay my bill for NLM.
Minister Karatel Kerotera Long Uganda, Mekwa Yuli Bol Wulu Kwira Bear, the NRM, Mejama Wanako Kani, you know.
We are there for the NRM flag bearers.
Who go in the Bolu Kwira Bear, Dango Mama Bear.
We are there for the old man in the heart.
Kwira Bear, Dango Dip, a man you rock, a man over the Coco.
So that we continue with this work and do more.
Mewe niwa ukara no mete kiritichire tichubani wa tim jamna pol damadon me awulo.
I want to end by showing you the vehicles we are making now in Uganda, your brothers and sisters.
Amir donga gi kopta kula nyupi wu toki ame tiru na Uganda go putiu cha tiru mo do cha ba yo akel da mo kana na.
We don't have to import Japanese vehicles anymore.
Bewando miro kelu toki o ame ya Japan twal wanu do wile to Hawaii kana.
So when we say defend protect the gains and make a leading forward, a competitive leading forward, this is what we are talking about.
And gino meo kawara ko ni ro gok jamna no eka te pie ulu wona ni ko me lo yo kredo kinabia ko.
Because of the blessing from God who brought court, let's hand the flags to the flag bearers and we go home to run away from the rain.
May I invite the flag bearers to go and receive their flag? After that, we shall